introduce to you Ginao Bilog. Ginao Bilog was born in the early 20th century in Bicol region of the Philippines. So he grew up in a culturally rich environment that deeply influenced his artistic journey. So let's move forward to Ginao Bilog contributions. So he has two contributions in traditional weaving and Pasigueño poetry. So his work is known for its vibrant colors and detailed craftsmanship. So apart from weaving, Bilog was an accomplished poet in Pasigueño. Legacy. So cultural preservation, recognition, and enduring influence. So cultural preservation, Ginao Bilog's dedication to traditional arts has had a lasting impact on the preservation of Bicolano cultural practices. So recognition. So in recognition of his contributions, Ginao Bilog was honored with the Gawad sa Manlilika ng Bayan, which is the Gamaba Award in 1993. Ginao Bilog's artistry continues to inspire a new generations of artists and cultural practitioners, so his techniques and themes remain integral to the study and practice of traditional Bicolano arts. So let's move forward to the second artist, which is Masino Enteray. So he was born on September 15, 1936 in Libong, Palawan, Philippines. So he was an influential figure in preserving and promoting traditional music of the Palawan ethnic group. So let's move forward to his contributions. First is the musical mastery. Enteray was a skilled performer of traditional Palawan instruments, including kolintang, bamboo flutes, and gaba. Second is the ethnomusicology. He played a crucial role in documenting and analyzing the music of his people, contributing to the field of ethnomusicology. The third one is the cultural advocacy. So Enteray was dedicated to preserving Palawan's cultural heritage. So his legacy lies in his efforts to safeguard and celebrate Palawan's musical traditions. His recordings and scholarly works are invaluable resources for the study of the Philippine indigenous music, and his recognition as a national living treasure underscores his lasting impact on Filipino culture.
Good day, I am Irish May Bereses from BSHM 4A. I am one of your tourist guide for today. I want you to meet Sumaon Sulaiman, a Gamaba national artist from 1953 to 2011. He was a Filipino musician from Maguindanao, Mindanao, known for his expertise in kutyape, a two-string lute. He was a master of kutyape, earning him the title of National Living Treasure in 1993 for his role in preserving Maguindanao musical tradition. Sulaiman works ensure the survival and appreciation of traditional Maguindanao music, influencing future generations and maintaining the cultural heritage. Next is Lang Dulay, a Gamaba national artist from 1911 to 1998. He was a Filipino textile weaver from a Tabuli community in South Cotabato and Mindanao. She was known for expertise in traditional tinalak weaving. Her work plays a crucial role in preserving and promoting Tibuli weaving traditions. Dulay mastery and dedication to her craft earned her the National Living Treasure in 1998. Her effort helped keep Tibuli weaving traditions alive and introduce them to broader audience.
I'm April Grace Wyviller Mino. Next, we have Salinta Monan, who was born in December 12, 1920 in Bitaog, Bansalan. From a young age, Monan showed a deep interest in the traditional craft of weaving. His contributions, preserving traditional Bagubo weaving, use of natural materials, and teaching future generations. Salinta Monon's legacy is her crucial role in preserving the traditional Bagubo Tagabawa weaving. By teaching younger generations and being named a National Living Treasurer, Salinta Monon was recognized for her exceptional dedication to preserving the traditional Bagubo Tagabawa weaving known as Inibang. She was honored as a National Living Treasurer, Manlilika ng Bayan. Next, we have Alonso Saclab, was born on August 4, 1942 in Labuagan, Kalinga, Philippines. He grew up in a community rich in culture, traditions, and indigenous practices. Without any formal education in the arts, Saclab became self-taught in the music. dance, and rituals of the Kalinga people, motivated by a desire to preserve their heritage. His contributions, revival of Kalinga music and dance, formation of the Kalinga Bodong dance troupe, cultural advocacy, and promotion of indigenous rights. Alonzo Saclag's legacy is unwavering commitment to preserving and revitalizing Kalinga culture. Alonzo Saclag was recognized as a National Living Treasurer, Manilikha ng Bayan in 2000 for his outstanding efforts in preserving and promoting the Kalinga culture.
Betel Basas. So for biographies, Federico Caballero 2000 Filipino Epic Chanter, who is a recipient of the National Living Treasures Award. Caballero is of the Panay Bukidnon people from the Central Panay Mountains. He is also known for his work on the documentation and of the oral literature. But his contribution and work with researchers to piece together the epics of Kumandaknon and Labao Dongdon, and art is Filipino Epic Chanter, form is Philippine Epic Poetry. And his legacy is of Federico Caballero was confirmed the Gawad sa Manilikha ng Bayan Award in 2000 for his expertise in the Sugitanon, the epics of Central Panay. And why he recognized as a Gamaba artist is for his expertise in the Sugitanon, the epics of Central Panay. And next for Owang Hadas 2000. Owang Hadas was born on February 15, 1945. He went near the land when he was 5 years old. Origin is Lamitan, Basilan, Philippines. He died on October 29, 2022 at the age of 77. And his contribution as a National Living Treasures is instrumental in preserving the traditional music of the Yakan people, mastering instruments like the Lingtang, Agong, and Gabang. His legacy, Owang Hadas is a key figure in preserving Yakan. Traditional music is ensuring its survival through teaching and performance, passing it on the younger generations. Why he was recognized as a Gawad sa Manilikha ng Bayan or Gamaba artist is for cultural preservation. Hadas was recognized for his role in preserving endangered Yakan musical tradition, a vital part of Filipino indigenous culture.
I am Tracy Butal, and next we have the Derhata Sawabi. Derhata Sawabi, born in 1944 in Holo, Solog, Philippines, was a renowned Tausog weaver known for his mastery. Derhata Sawabi's contributions are centered on his mastery of weaving piece chabet, a traditional Tausog textile known for its vibrant geometric patterns. Her style is characterized by intricate, hand-woven designs created using a box-wrap loom, reflecting Tausog cultural identity and craftsmanship. Derhata Sawabi's legacy. As a national living treasure, she ensured the survival of this intricate textile craft by passing down her skills to younger generations, safeguarding Tausog cultural identity. And next, we have Eduardo Tubig Moto, born in 1949 in Apalit, Pampanga, is a Filipino master craftsman known for his intricate metalwork using the pinokpok technique. Eduardo Moto contributions lie in his mastery of the pinokpok metal hammering technique, which he uses to create intricate religious artworks for Catholic churches, including altarpieces and tabernacles. So while the Eduardo Tubig Moto's legacy lies in his exceptional contribution to preserving and promoting traditional Filipino metalwork through the pinokpok technique, and as a national living treasure, he has ensured the survival of this centuries-old craft by training younger artisans and keeping it relevant in contemporary religious art.
Next, I am Kate Valerie Bardi. The National Living Treasure Awards is Aja Amina Api, was a Filipino master mat weaver and teacher from the Sama indigenous people of Umos Matata, Tandobas, Tawi-Tawi. She was credited for creating colorful pandan mats with complex geometric patterns. Her creations were acclaimed for their precise sense of design, proportion, and symmetry, and sensitivity to color. She was respected and recognized for her artistry, even her own community of weavers. Next is Teofilo Garcia, a craftsman from San Quintin, Abra, famous for making the tabungaw, a traditional bird helmet. Tabungaw hats were created as a result of his efforts. Born on March 27, 1941. Garcia is known for crafting tabungaw hat, a type of Ilocano hat made from a variety of bird, known locally as tabungaw.
I'm Atilia Marie Antoinette. And now, Magdalena Gamayo is a renowned Filipino master weaver from Pinili, Ilocos Norte, born in 1924. The contribution of Magdalena Gamayo. Gamayo is celebrated for her mastery of traditional Ilocano weaving, particularly her innovative work with able fabrics. Legacy of Magdalena Gamayo. In 2012, Magdalena Gamayo was honored as a National Living Treasure, gawad sa manlilikha ng bayan. A prestigious award given to Filipino artists who preserve traditional cultural practices, and she became an emblem of Filipino artistry and cultural resilience. Next, Ambalang Osali is a master weaver from the Yakan community in the Philippines, born in 1943 in Lamitan, Basilan. From a young age, she learned the intricate art of Yakan weaving, a traditional deeply rooted in her culture. Yakan weaving is renowned for its vibrant colors and geometric patterns, with textiles like sinaluan and siputangan being central of their tradition. Osalan artistic contributions are particularly significant for meticulous skill, dedication to details. She specialized in tradition, Yakan textiles, which are used in important cultural rituals and ceremonies. Her legacy lies in the preservation and promotion of Yakan weaving. Through her work, Osalan ensured that Yakan weaving continues to be a living tradition, playing a key role in keeping her community cultural fabric alive. Yabing Masalon Dulo was a Balaan master weaver from Olomouc, South Tabaco in the Philippines. She belonged to the indigenous Balaan community and was the cultural bearer of their traditional weaving practice. Artistic contribution of Yabing Masalon Dulo is known for expertise in the ikat weaving techniques, the complex method where fibers are dyed before weaving to create detailed pattern. Her work on the fabric displayed mastery in color, design, and intricate details that represent Balaan cultural stories and symbols. The legacy of Yabing Masalon Dulo. In recognition of her contribution to preserving Balaan weaving, Yabing Masalon Dulo was honored as a National Living Treasure, Manlilikha ng Bayan in 2016. This title acknowledged of her role safeguarding the indigenous tradition of the Balaan people.
Estelita Bantilan, born in October 17, 1940. She is a Filipino textile weaver from the municipality of Malapatan, Sarangani. Estelita Bantilan, a national living treasure, is a master Balaan weaver known for her intricate mats and dedication to preserving her heritage. Her contributions include her exceptional weaving skills, evident in the large, beautiful mats she creates. She also established a weaving center in Malapatan to teach and promote the art, ensuring its continued relevance for future generations. Bantilan's advocacy for Balaan culture has helped keep traditional weaving alive and thriving. Her work ensures of the continued relevance of Balaan weaving for future generations, making her a champion of cultural heritage and a source of inspiration for aspiring artists.
Hello, good day. I'm Jara B.M. Abanyo from BSHM 4E. And today, I will introduce you the first artist. The first is Laura Larry Alcala, a national artist of the Philippines, was renowned cartoonist known for his witty and relatable cartoons capturing Filipino humor. His innovative use of Taglish in comics like Kalabog and Bosyo and the series Slice of Life earned him the title Dean of Filipino Cartoonist. Alcala also introduced commercial design courses in the Philippines and pioneered animated TV commercials. His posthumous National Artist Award in 2018 recognized his significant impact on Philippine art and culture. The second artist is Amerian La Peña Bonifacio, a
national artist of the Philippines, was a pioneer in theater arts, particularly puppetry. She founded Teatro Mulat ng Pilipinas and was known as the grand dame of Southeast Asian children's theater. Her work drew inspiration from diverse Southeast Asian puppetry traditions, enriching Philippine cultural heritage. La Peña Bonifacio's dedication to promoting Philippine theater, especially through a puppetry, earned her the National Artist Award for his significant contributions to the development of Philippine theater arts.
Hey everyone, I'm Angel K. Ponsoa, and I am one of your tourist guide for today. He is Francisco T. Maniosa, 1931 to 2019. He was a celebrated Filipino architect known for championing modern Filipino architecture. He integrated traditional Filipino design elements and indigenous materials into his works, which includes the iconic Coconut Palace. In 2018, he was named a National Artist for Architecture in recognition of his significant contributions to Filipino culture. Kidlat Tahimik. He was born in Eric Mejia in 1942. He is a pioneering Filipino filmmaker known as the father of Philippine independent culture. His films like Perfume Nightmare critique Western influences and celebrate Filipino culture, blending documentary and narrative styles. His works focus on identity and nationality. In 2018, he was named as National Artist for Film for his contributions to Filipino cinema. Ryan Cayabyab. He was born in 1954, is a renowned Filipino composer and musician known for his work across pop, classical, and theater music. He has composed iconic songs like Kay Ganda Ang Ating Musika and mentored many young artists. In 2018, he was named National Artist for Music in recognition of his significant contributions to Filipino music and culture.
I am Vika Janine Berdin, and next we have Bresel B. Mojares, a teacher and scholar, essayist and fictionist, and cultural and literal historian. Bresel Mojares is acknowledged as a leading figure in the promotion of regional literature and history. The artist's contributions. The Cebuano Treasure. Mojares, who is from Polanco town in Zamboanga del Norte, has authored over 20 books in Philippine history, has published numerous essays and articles. Bresel Mojares makes Cebuanos proud. And now the Mojares legacy. He is acclaimed by various writers and critics as the Visayan Titan of letters due to his immense contribution to Visayas literature. He was recognized in 2018 as a National Artist of the Philippines for Literature, a conferment which represents the Philippine state's highest recognitions of artists. And now we have Ramon Mazones, who was a writer and lawyer and the posthumous recipient of the National Art of the Philippines for Literature Award in the Philippines in 2018. Ramon Mazones' contributions. Attorney Mazones was a former Iloilo City Councilor during his lifetime. Mazones wrote over 62 novels, most of them in Hiligaynon. Some of his popular works including Kuting-Kuting sa Kudyapi, Tibog nga Bulawan, Maambong nga Sapat, Bagong Maria Clara, at Margo sa Tubig, which became his first Hiligaynon bestseller. Mazones' literary legacy continues to inspire future generations of Filipino writers and artists, shaping the cultural landscape of the Philippines.
Thank you for joining us on this inspiring journey through the world of the gawad sa manlilikha ng bayan artist. I am Ponsoa Angel K.
I am Phoebe Claisa Cabaltera. I am Vika Janine B. Berlin.
And I am Edu Grace White Carmino.